Hello friends, welcome to my kitchen. To begin, take your chicken legs and carefully peel off the skin. Using a sharp knife, make small cuts along the surface of each leg. This simple technique allows our rich marinade to soak deep into the meat, ensuring the chicken stays incredibly moist and delicious all the way through. Friends, I'd be so happy to hear where you're from. Let me know your city, country, and if you're in the US, your state too. If something is unclear in the recipe, just leave a comment and I'll answer as soon as possible. Thank you for being with us, dear subscribers. You can now support our channel by becoming a sponsor and enjoy early access to new videos. We truly appreciate your support. Transfer the chicken into a large bowl. Now, in a small bowl, combine 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, 4 tablespoons of olive oil, then finely grate 2 garlic cloves. Garlic is a fantastic ingredient that supports our health and adds an incredible aroma. It truly forms the flavorful foundation of any good savory dish. Add them to the marinade. Mix everything well until fully combined. Liking this video would be appreciated. It's a great way to show your support. Drizzle this savory blend over the chicken legs. Let it chill in the refrigerator for at least 10 minutes so the flavors can beautifully meld. Next, take 3 large potatoes. Chop them into small cubes. Potatoes are a classic comfort food that always brings a sense of warmth to the family table. Chopping them like this always reminds me of the simple, happy times in my mother's kitchen, where the smell of roasting potatoes meant the whole family would soon be together. transfer the potatoes into a large mixing bowl. Then add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Grate 1 ounce or 30 grams of Parmesan cheese. Freshly grated cheese like this melts down beautifully and forms a gorgeous golden crust. It elevates a simple side dish into something truly spectacular for your loved ones. Sprinkle it right over the potatoes. Toss the potatoes until they are completely coated with the savory seasoning and cheese. Now, place the seasoned potatoes into your baking dish, leveling them out into a uniform layer. Place the dish into the oven preheated to 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for 40 minutes. Bake until the potatoes turn golden brown and crispy on the outside, yet remain perfectly tender inside. Meanwhile, crack 2 eggs into a shallow dish or plate. Fresh eggs are the perfect binder for our crust. A little kitchen, add 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt or sour cream. Season this mixture with 1 teaspoon of salt. Whisk it all together until completely smooth. Next, in another shallow dish, combine 4 tablespoons of breadcrumbs with 1 teaspoon of paprika. Stir these dry ingredients until the color is perfectly even. This combination will give our chicken an irresistible crispy crust. Then, take the marinated chicken legs out of the refrigerator, working with 1 piece at a time. Dip the leg into the egg and yogurt mixture. Ensuring it is heavily coated, transfer it to the breadcrumb mixture, pressing gently to help the breadcrumbs adhere. Repeat this process until every chicken leg is fully covered. Doing this by hand reminds me of the traditional ways we used to cook for Sunday family dinners. There is just so much joy in preparing a meal with that kind of genuine care and attention. Now, place the coated chicken legs onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Make sure they are spaced apart for even cooking. Cut 1 ounce or 30 grams of butter into 7 small pieces. This little addition provides incredible moisture and a beautiful depth of flavor as it bakes. Place one piece of butter on top of each chicken leg. As it melts, it will create a rich, golden finish. Slide the baking sheet into the oven, also at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. Bake for 40 minutes. The meat will turn out perfectly done with a fantastic crunch. Next, cover the chicken legs with a sheet of dampened parchment paper to prevent them from drying out. Let's prepare a fresh salad. Wash and dry your salad greens. Cut 7 cherry tomatoes into quarters. Their natural sweetness feels like a little taste of summer right on your plate. And they bring such a vibrant pop of red to the mix. Add them to the bowl. Then, peel and thinly slice 1 red onion. This traditional touch brings back fond memories of the beautifully set tables from my childhood, making every homemade meal feel special. Place the sliced onion into a separate bowl. Pour 1 cup of hot water over the onion. Add 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Stir everything until it is perfectly blended. Leave it to soak for 5 minutes. This quick step removes the sharp bite and leaves a wonderful tangy flavor. Now, add 2 tablespoons of cream cheese directly to the salad. Drain the sliced red onion from the vinegar mixture and add it in as well. Drizzle with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Toss everything together until the cream cheese melts into a smooth and creamy dressing that perfectly coats every vegetable. Finally, once everything is ready, remove your dishes from the oven. Transfer the crispy chicken legs and savory Parmesan potatoes onto serving plates. Add a generous side of our tangy salad. The combination of that crunchy chicken and those tender, cheesy potatoes is just wonderful. Along with the cool, creamy salad, it makes for a simple, hearty meal that feels like home. I truly hope your family enjoys this dinner as much as mine does. Thank you for cooking with me today. But don't go just yet. I have a second, equally delicious recipe to share with you. Crack 2 eggs into a bowl. Whisk them gently until smooth and slightly frothy. I always find this step calming, a quiet start to the recipe, and it reminds me of mornings in my grandmother's kitchen when she whisked eggs for pancakes. Now, cut 2 pounds or about 1 kilogram of potatoes into medium-sized cubes. Potatoes always bring me back to childhood, sitting around the table with my family, peeling them together for dinner. transfer the potatoes to a pot. Cover with water. Add 1 teaspoon of salt. Bring to a boil and cook until tender. While the potatoes are boiling, melt a little butter in a frying pan. Friends, I always enjoy knowing where you're from. Please share your city and country. And if you're in the US, let me know your state. Finely chop 1 onion. I love using onions. They're such a humble ingredient, yet they completely transform a dish. As they cook, they soften and release natural sugars, giving that deep, comforting sweetness that makes a kitchen smell like home. They're also full of antioxidants and natural compounds that help support heart health, boost the immune system, and even reduce inflammation. It's amazing how something so simple can add both incredible flavor and real nourishment at the same time. If you have any questions about the recipe, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments, and I'll reply as soon as I can. Add it to the pan. Friends, if you enjoyed the video, a like would be much appreciated. It's the best way to support me. Grate 1 carrot. I always think of my mom when I do this. She used to say, "Color on the board means flavor in the dish." The bright orange of the carrot doesn't just make the pan look cheerful. It also adds natural sweetness and is rich in beta-carotene, which our bodies turn into vitamin A, wonderful for eyesight and skin. Add it to the onion. Stir everything together and cook for 4 to 5 minutes until soft and fragrant. Season the vegetables with 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Stir well. Friends, if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more recipes like this. Remove the pan from the heat. Next, check the potatoes. Once the potatoes are cooked, drain them and transfer to a large bowl. Mash until smooth. Mashed potatoes have such a comforting smell. They fill the whole kitchen with warmth and a sense of home. I always think of family dinners when I make them. The sound of mashing, the steam rising, everyone waiting around the table. Such simple moments, yet they stay in your memory for years. Then add the sautéed vegetables. Finally chop a small bunch of parsley. I love adding parsley because it instantly freshens up any dish. Its bright green color makes everything look more inviting. Add it in. Pour in the egg mixture. Add 5 tablespoons of flour. As we sprinkle it in, I always think of how important this step is. The flour gently binds the potatoes and vegetables together, helping the patties hold their shape when we fry them. Mix everything thoroughly. I like folding it slowly. Watching all the ingredients come together feels so satisfying, like the moment you know dinner is really taking shape. Melt a little butter in a frying pan. Finely chop one onion. Sauté until soft. Add half a pound or 250 grams of ground beef and cook, stirring, until it starts to brown. For the best flavor, let the beef sit for a minute or two before stirring. It helps it develop a lovely golden crust. Finely chop 4 to 5 mushrooms. Mushrooms bring a deep, earthy flavor and soak up all the seasonings as they cook, giving the filling a lovely richness. They're also a natural source of B vitamins and minerals that help support energy and overall health. As they start to soften and release their juices, the kitchen fills with that warm, savory aroma that always reminds me of homemade comfort food. Add them to the pan with the beef. Stir everything together. Season with 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Cook for a few more minutes. Pour in half a cup or 100 milliliters of cream. Stir again. Let it simmer gently for 3 to 4 minutes, then remove from heat. Next, grate 1/4 pound or 100 grams of soft cheese. Grating it finely helps it melt evenly into the filling, giving that smooth, creamy texture we're looking for. I always love this step. The smell of freshly grated cheese instantly makes the kitchen feel warmer and more inviting. And mix it into the beef and mushroom filling while it's still warm. The cheese melts in and makes the filling creamy and rich. Lightly flour your work surface. Take about 2 tablespoons of the potato mixture and shape it into a round patty. Shaping food by hand like this always feels nostalgic to me. Add a spoonful of the beef filling. Gently fold the potato mixture around it, forming neat patties as shown in the video. Now, heat a little olive oil in a frying pan. Cook the patties on both sides until they develop a golden, crispy crust. Next, in a small bowl, add 4 tablespoons of sour cream. Finely chop 1/4 of an onion. Add it to the bowl. Grate 2 cloves of garlic on a mini grater. Garlic adds that warm aroma we all love and is wonderful for the immune system. Finely chop a small bunch of parsley. Add it in. Then add half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper. Stir everything until creamy and smooth. This sauce is so simple, but it balances the richness of the patties perfectly. Cool, fresh, and full of flavor. Now, remove the patties from the pan and place them on a serving plate. Add a generous spoonful of the sauce on the side. The crust is golden, the inside is soft and savory, and the sauce adds a refreshing contrast. I love serving these for family dinners. They disappear fast, and the smell always brings everyone to the table before I even call them. Thank you for cooking with me today. I hope this recipe brings as much warmth and comfort to your kitchen as it does to mine. Until next time, happy cooking!